We live in the caldera of an ancient volcano. Millions of years ago it erupted, forming the valleys, the mountains, and the soft streams. Cliffs catch the heavy summer rains and blue creeks weave through the rainforest. The volcano crater fills with mist each morning. It shifts in the sun, painting the mountains gold before rising to reveal a sunny day.
Radio on, and we sang along.
The volcanic soil has high fertility, so we grow tropical fruit all year round. Now, in the summer, we are in the season of abundant mangoes. Their golden flesh ripens in the glorious sun.
We simmer down in this far northern town.
Happy and snug, the tiny ducklings are getting bigger all the time.
All the ways that you're bring.
You're just floating away. Come back.
My everything.
We go to the creek each day, and we've been teaching them to swim, to forage, and to stay safe from predators. We spend hours caring for these little ducklings, and sometimes we feel stressed with all the summer growth and the many jobs that we are behind on. The garden is a huge mess, the paddocks need weeding, and the fruit trees need pruning. But then we remember that these moments, sitting still in the stream, is what life is all about.
You sit beside.
We care for these ducklings, but really, the care extends to us. We gain so much from sitting still and appreciating these little moments. Happy, the small yellow duckling, gets tired easily, but she is stubborn and doesn't like to admit it. Snug, the big black duckling, has more energy than she knows what to do with, so she duck dives and swims in circles, chirping with joy. These little ducklings are teaching us the power of joy. Their happy chirps and cheerful swims are contagious, passing the joy straight to us. These soft afternoons teach us to slow down. Nothing in nature is constantly in bloom. Each blossom, leaf, or bee moves at its own pace. It's mango season, and the trees are full of juicy fruit. But we watch their slow growth, understanding the energy that it took to grow a single fruit.
You're my everything.
We saw the flowers bloom in the spring. First they were small, but as the bees and butterflies pollinated them, they exploded with vibrance. Then the storms came. They need just enough rain to feed them, but not too much to knock them off the tree. They need enough wind to dry them, but not enough to snap them. If all the conditions are perfect, then a mango forms. Now they are ready to harvest, and we feast on their flavors. Seeing this slow growth lets us understand the miracle of fruit. We saw how much it took to grow, and now we have a huge gratitude for all of the food that we eat. Some of these trees are more than 60 years old, and the stories they hold in their branches stretch outward. Our grandparents planted some orchards, and our parents planted others. There are too many different varieties to count. It's funny that in the supermarket you can normally only buy one variety of mango, or really any kind of fruit. They are normally grown in monocultures, and normally only the most normal looking mangoes make it to the shops, while anything that is slightly different is discarded. In nature, no two trees are the same. On the farm, each mango tree has a distinctive flavor. We have Namdokmai, Sensation, Keith, Bowen, Golden Early, Hayden, Banana Mangoes, Sarungut, Kensington Prides, R2E2s, and too many to count. Some are sweet and some are sour, some are huge and some are tiny. Some have purple skin and others have orange flesh.
I'm free in my mind. I am free. I'm free in my mind. In the stress it unwinds to a pulse of true time. In the symbols they rhyme, pouring out into my mind.
Stringy mangoes are small and their flesh, like their name suggests, is super stringy and gets stuck in your teeth. They ripen straight off the tree, and there's no better feeling than eating a fruit in the branches of the tree that it grew in. But this variety has never really been commercialized.
Yum!
Supermarkets only use the most basic, similar varieties instead of honouring the vibrant, contrasting flavours of nature. Some mangoes ripen unevenly, get stuck in your teeth, or are funny shapes, and for this reason they would never be sold. But don't these things make them taste even better? Each flavour unique and different?
I'm free in my mind. I am free. I'm free in my mind. I am free. I'm free in my mind. Da 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 da
As the sun rises, I take the ducklings for a little walk. I like to do this early in the morning while there aren't too many predators around. It rained last night, so the wet soil releases a thick mist as the sun hits the ground.
Was a long Monday, Tuesday gone. Wrote it down in a song. Paradise lost, but paradise found. It all comes back around. You'll go on, on, on. Just like the river, you'll go on, and you'll go on.
I could sit here for hours, watching the ducklings forage for bugs in the grass while the mist wraps around the mountains. My favourite colour shifts often, but at the moment it is the distinct gold where the clouds meet the forest. This gold appears almost nowhere in nature, so it feels like such a privilege to my eyes to sit beneath a blanket of this golden mist and watch the world go by.
Another reason going on by, like a cloud in the sky, like the world.
I just wanted to quickly tell you about the sponsor of this week's video, BetterHelp. I always find that allowing time to just sit still helps me to set my thoughts straight and just process everything that I'm feeling. For me, that looks like creating or finding a stream to sit by or climbing a tree or just realizing the small beautiful joys in the everyday scenes of life. While it is great to find small ways of processing things, I think that sometimes it's really important and necessary to talk to someone. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform. It's all online, so it means if you live remotely like us or if you're traveling, you can connect to a licensed therapist who can give you helpful, unbiased advice. You'll be matched with a therapist in most cases within 48 hours, and you can schedule therapy sessions at a time that's convenient for you. If you think that you might benefit from therapy, consider BetterHelp. Click the link in our description or visit betterhelp.com/mtmf. Clicking that link helps to support our channel, and it also gives you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect to a therapist and see if it suits you. You wanna come out? Oh, there you go. You wanna come out? There you go. Yeah, look at that. Hey, I'm getting that.
It tastes so fragrant.
Yeah, there's so many
summertime.
flavors. Yes.
Yeah.
The mango.
And all the flavors are merged together.
Yeah.
We saw this mango blossom, then grow into fruit, be fed by the rain, and then we plucked it off the tree. Now it nourishes us, and we feel so grateful for its energy, grateful for the sun, for the rain, and for the seed that it grew from.
The thousands of magical fruit trees were planted by our grandparents and tended by our parents. When we lost our dad suddenly, we realized that it was our turn to care for the land, continuing to plant trees for the generations to come. We wrote a book telling the story of why we chose to live this life in the rainforest. We write about the struggles, the hardships, the beauty, and the joy. It feels like such an honor to share these stories with you. You can buy it through the link in our description or in bookstores around the world. The rain filled all the creeks and the waterfalls are raging with summer's energy. I'm walking to the end of this valley, where a massive waterfall flows over the cliffs. There are ancient trees along the river. Their roots stretch so far. I stand underneath them and imagine all that they have seen.
I'm looking forward to multiply these times. I'm ready for the sad times we'll find. But all these dreams and these colors in your eyes, you know I love this beautiful life.
The dragonflies dance in the midday sun, and I swim in the fresh mountain water.
The ducks are growing up each day. It's incredible to see them learn new things constantly. We take them for a daily swim and see them splash and play. Sometimes we bring friends along, and sometimes we take them deep into the forest. Each day they are spoilt with a beautiful waterhole, and today we're playing underneath the big she oaks. This is my favourite place to take the ducks because the stream flows gently like a natural water slide.
At the end of summer we set off like trains in the
Humid hot weather, walking, no sign of rain. We rode
about 30 miles stopping, only for barley water.
three sons of parents and another pair of parents' daughters.
Walking down the tracks, walking down the tracks, walking down the tracks, walking down the tracks.
The sheep help out on the farm by eating all of the grass underneath the fruit trees so that they can thrive, and they also eat all of the fallen fruit, so then fruit flies don't come and eat them. So it's really good because then we don't get fruit flies eating all of the fresh fruit on the tree as well. Yeah, Fuji?
The full moon blowing on in the woods we found a spot for rest.
Come on!
Walking on the track, walking on the track, walking on the track, walking on the track, walking on the track.
Yeah! Come on!
On the track, walking on the track. Oh, little time feeling, walking without a care. Oh, then natural joys and fears rise and
We move the goats to a new paddock every day, and every day, no matter what, they try to trick me and to run off into a new direction to eat some new grass, because the grass is always greener on the other side, apparently, if you're a goat. But I finally got them in. Now I have to find the sheep and move them to a new paddock as well. The never-ending morning routine. Come on! I think they're up there. Come on! Come on!
Walking on the track, 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 walking on the track.
walking down the track, walking down the track.
The sheep are self-shedding sheep, so they lose all of their wool when it gets hot. And as you can see, black sapodi is always the first to lose everything. It's kind of gross, but it's cool as well. You can see these nice new growth underneath. Do you want me to chop this off? I don't have scissors. There. Now it won't drag. Is that better? Because the wool is Yeah, this is your wool. Are you okay that I took it off? You're happy. Because it's self-shedding wool, it means that it has, I think it breaks more than normal wool, so you can't really use it for like making into yarn so much, but I think there are uses for it, but I'd love to experiment more. You can kind of see it's all felted together. Yeah, that's your wool. You're amazing. While I'm here, I thought I should pick a few mangoes because there's heaps on this tree. And they're really good ones.
You can follow the link in our description to buy our book In Your Country. The music in this video is by O.C. Elliott, and you can find their links in our description too. Thank you so much to our patrons who support us to make these videos and continue planting trees for generations to come.